Thank you everyone for turning up in such large numbers. It's a Sunday morning and you all had the choice of waking up late and spending some time with your family members. But despite that, you choose to come here and listen and interact with all of us. I mean, it's a great privilege to start our day in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia by seeing so many Indian faces on a foreign soil. We have started our tour on the 21st of May. It's been 11 days. We have been to 4 countries before this. And the point we are precisely trying to make, everyone that we met across different sectors or spectrums in different nations, we met people from the industry, high-ranking government officials, foreign ministers, vice ministers, influencers, strategic thinkers, leaders from the industry. We are here to take India's message of combating and countering terrorism. And why we want to tell this to the world, that talks and terror cannot go together. As fellow Indians living in a foreign soil, a lot of people think that these conflicts have been going on for last 4-5 decades. I agree with you. And we want to put a permanent end or stop to this. Now, India has been engaging in a dialogue with our neighbor, Pakistan, from the last 4 decades consistently. Times have changed. There has been a paradigm shift in our approach. Prime ministers have changed, president of the countries have changed, but one thing remained constant is the conflict with Pakistan. We have been engaging with a dialogue with them. A lot of friends in the media in different countries asked us, why is India not engaging in a dialogue with Pakistan? India has been engaging in a dialogue with Pakistan from the last 50 years, no matter who was in government. But this time, after what has happened on 22nd of April, where 26 nationals were shot dead from point blank range, just on the basis of their religion and gender. Although I'm a member from the opposition party, but I want the ruling dispensation, if they want to engage in a dialogue with Pakistan, we have to make sure that this time we engage in a dialogue where we only talk about reclaiming Pakistani-occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Otherwise, this will continue. This is, of course, my personal opinion. Many of us in the room might not agree with me. But Kashmir continues to be an integral part of India. We are here with all the evidence that is widely available in public domain, and we have carried those evidence and shown before each and every one we met. I mean, if you have pictures all over the social media where you have high-ranking Pak military general and high officials from the Pakistani army attending the funeral meet of labeled terrorists, what else can India offer to the world as evidence? Now, I am not here to give any gyan to any of you. You were, especially the one who represent India on a foreign soil or living far away from your homeland. They embrace nationalistic traits and nationalism far more than any of us sitting in the dais or living back in India. You wear the tricolour with more pride than any of us sitting in the dais or anyone living back in the country. When you talk about your culture, when you talk about teaching your little son or a daughter to talk in the mother tongue or celebrate the Indian festival with so much of pride, I mean, this is what Indian diaspora is all about. And we want the world to know that in the fight against terrorism, India is not alone. Of course, it has its strategic partners and friendly nations by its side. But the most mighty of all is the Indian diaspora, which continues to be with the country at this testing and trying times. We have been to 4 countries. We are almost living out of an airport in the last 11 days went to different multilateral platforms, met people from various organizations. Everyone was on board and was on the same page that we must bring the perpetrators to book. And there is some way we should find to either bring the enemies to justice or do justice to them. But justice needs to be done. Now, when the terror attacks were inflicted on India on the 22nd of April, we didn't strike back immediately. It's not that we strike back on 23rd or 24th. We waited patiently for 2 weeks, waiting for Pakistan to at least do some justice. We thought that good sense will prevail and they will at least bring the perpetrators to book. Nothing happened. 14 days after waiting, India carried out an airstrike where we ended up eventually destroying and neutralizing 9 terror infrastructures. And the strikes were so precise, responsible, non-escalatory, that we neutralized those terror infrastructures without endangering a single life. This is India, firm in resolve and honorable in action. There was not a single casualty. We did that successfully without endangering a common person's life, without a civilian life. Now, no religion talks about promoting or preaching violence. We might be from different religion, but every religion talks about harmony, peace, brotherhood. If someone is spreading violence in the name of religion, it's a betrayal of faith in itself. I want you all to understand that as Indian diaspora members and proud Indians here, you all need to do your bit. We all have seen the pictures of the Pak military general attending terrorist funeral. But how many of you in this room have that picture saved in their mobile? Can any one of you raise your hand? Out of at least 80 or 100 odd members present in this room, do any one of you, being a proud Indian, can say, I have that picture saved in my mobile, but I can show different members in my friend circles or in my profession, if I go to any public transport, that this is what Pakistan is up to? None of us. This is what we need to change. We need to develop a change in approach. If you have that picture in your mobile phone saved, you can show it to 50 other people. You might be 80 or 100 in numbers today, but if one person takes the responsibility of exposing Pakistan before 50 people, effortlessly and inadvertently, you end up convincing and exposing Pakistan before 5,000 people. This is what we need to do. So we all need to do our bit. We all need to go above and beyond our way in carrying India's message of peace and non-violence. We would be the last one to talk about a war. We would be the last one to talk about violence. We would be the last one to talk about terror attacks. You know, Pakistan has this habit of playing a victim after a terror attack. They have this habit of being the arsonist and the firefighter at the same time. They will set a building on fire, then after 2 days they will appear with a couple of buckets of water to show the world that we are the firefighters. They have this habit of engaging one hand in diplomacy and then trying to pull the trigger from another hand by indulging proxy terror organization and inflicting terror on Indian soil and Indians. This is not going to happen anymore. I mean, I might have differences with the ruling party. I am from All India Trinamool Congress, but I represent India here. I will not let my political interests come in the way of my national interest. I am here to talk about what is in best interest of my nation. And the moment I step into Indian soil, I will talk about what is in best interest of my state and nation. Simple. But we all need to understand that I might differ with government on several issues, and I will not budge an inch. I will fight the government tooth and nail, will keep asking the right questions, will fight. But when it comes to my national security and safeguarding the sovereignty of my country, I will stand shoulder to shoulder with my country. And each one of us needs to also realize that they were trying to pull the Indian economy down by inflicting these terror attacks. So it's incumbent upon us. The onus is on us to do the opposite and make sure that Kashmir keeps flourishing and prospering. Next time when you book a trip to India, make sure you extend the trip by at least 3 or 4 days. And those 3 or 4 days should be solely dedicated for the people and economy of Kashmir and India. This is a humble appeal I would like to make before all of you before concluding. Thank you very much. Vande Mataram. Jai Hind.